Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The single best idea on arguably the single busiest day of the year. The Fed meeting. Earnings, Microsoft, Meta, it's Facebook. Out later this afternoon, all that's going on with Mr. Trump, active today, tweeting out, including a 25% plus an overlay tariff on top of that to India. Not sure if that's going to go through, but that was the tweet, if you will, from Truth Social. Maybe it's called a truth. For the truth from Truth Social, as the president was very active this morning. We just try to have good conversation on economics, finance, investment, and international relations. Abby Joseph Cohen with us now, teaching at Columbia Business School. Abby Joseph Cohen, of course, with Goldman Sachs. My first question on a good topic of hers, productivity. Abby Joseph Cohen on the efficiency of America.
Long-term economic growth and long-term wealth creation. And I'm talking about national wealth, personal wealth, rather than stock market erratic wealth, is very much related to productivity. And I do think that some decisions that have been made and continue to be made right now will be damaging the nation's long-term productivity growth. I'll give you a few examples. First of all, even during prior administrations, we were seeing that our national investment in science and technology as a percentage of GDP had gone down. And it has gone down even further during the last few months. Cancellation just yesterday, for example, postponement rather, of all NIH grants announced yesterday is an indication of loss of productivity, future productivity in the bio research area. We've also seen enormous cutbacks in grants from the National Science Foundation, NASA, and so on. And these are the things that really gave us a leg up in terms of our technology, especially with regard to things like computer science and a number of other categories that are going to be so critical for the future.
Abby Joseph Cohen. And then, of course, to the stock market. Everyone wants to know her belief in the bull market. I believe she's looking forward rather than backward. Here, Abby Joseph Cohen on this 2025 bull market.
This is a legitimate bull market. The question is, how much further can it go? The concentration that we've seen in a small number of extremely well-performing shares, and of course the valuation. Valuations are just not all that appealing. If we look at the S&P 500 overall, it is, sort of at record deciles. Vis-a-vis PE, price to sales, price to book, and so on. Doesn't mean that there aren't some value opportunities, but I think that investors really need to be very careful. And one of the things that I always go back to is that when the market is undervalued, when the market is too cheap, and there are disappointments, perhaps on economics or geopolitics. The market has shock absorbers. But when things are already priced for perfection, then you really need to be careful, because that's when the volatility picks up. And we have seen, for example, that when there are those periods in which it's not clear what economic policy will be or what's happening in the rest of the world, we do see that volatility picking up. And volatility works in both directions, not just up, but also down.
Abby Joseph Cohen, Columbia University. Our podcasts nationwide, indeed worldwide, on Apple, on Spotify, and many other platforms as well, and on YouTube podcasts. This is Single Best Idea.